Hey everybody, it's good to get started and I just logged in. So I see that some of you are already here. Good to see you guys, those of you who are here. And we got to wait a few minutes, a couple of minutes only, just to make sure that everybody gets online, everybody who signed up to the webinar has an opportunity to get on our webinar. So till then, I will talk about what we're going to cover and I will try to understand where you guys are coming from and what are your expectations today. Now, this is a webinar that I've made after a long time, and I know that some of you guys would have seen my last webinar. It was about 3 years ago, and I taught people how to rank on YouTube in that webinar. So in this webinar, I'm going to be more general. I'm going to talk about how to create a comprehensive internet marketing strategy to grow your business using the net. All right, so I see a bunch of new people have joined in, and the people count is growing very fast. So I think very soon we're gonna be full house, and we might have to actually turn down some people. Well, it's okay. Those of you who have come in already, they deserve the seat that you have, and it's just hard luck for all the people who couldn't get on board this live webinar, maybe the next one. So if you're here, if you're lucky enough to be here, if you're lucky enough to have the seat, just grab it, just keep it, because what I'm going to reveal today is going to help you get some really rare clarity. Now, I'm not one of those marketers who tout, with income screenshots. You might have seen that happen a lot in the IM industry if you've been around. Uh, People kind of follow this philosophy of fake it till you make it, which I don't believe in at all. And I think this is actually dragging the industry down. So I'm not going to play that game. I've never played that game, and I will never play that game. I always think about real things, real techniques, real marketing methods, things that actually matter, and that's what I've put in my own business, and that's what actually has made it work. So that's what I'm going to talk about today, and we're just about ready to go. Thank you guys, all of you guys who are here today. It's really good to see you once again. This is Cyril Jeet. I am the CEO of TeknicForce and a serial online entrepreneur, and I'll talk about what I have learned because I've been in this industry since a while. All right, before we get started, I just want to do a quick show of hands. Guys, tell me where you're from. Let just, in the message box, just type where you're from, which country, which city. Let me get a sense of the audience. Let me understand where you guys are coming from. All right, so I see Tim. Tim, you're from Brisbane. All right, Brisbane, Australia. Nice to see you here, Tim. And Michael, who's from Houston. Nice to see you, Michael. Joshua, Austin. All right, so you're from the US too. Hi, Joshua. Carolina, Portland, another person from the USA. All right, so a lot of people from USA. Then Keta. Keta, you're from Romania. All right. Hi, Keta. Nice to see you. Welcome to the webinar. And Hall from Germany. Arvind, Chennai is in India, and Puneet, you're from New Delhi. All right, this is actually I hail from. So nice to see you, Puneet. And Jeffrey, you are from America, you say. All right, guys, we have quite an international crowd, so it's good to see you guys here. It's good to see that you've gathered from many different time zones. You've taken the time out from your busy schedules to join my call. So, first thing, I really want to thank you. Thank you for getting on board, starting this call with me. And together, I hope that in today's class, that in today's webinar, we're going to find some real clarity. That's a word that I use often. Clarity is like, when you see through the fog and you see what really matters, what's really out there. Because the deception, it's only going to cloud your vision. It's only going to distract you and put you on the wrong track. So today, our aim is to find techniques that can help us grow our business on the internet. And those techniques have to be real. Those techniques have to be something that really worked. And I'm going to show you exactly how they worked for me, what worked for me, and I'm going to share all of that with you. So are you excited? If you're excited about this, if you're ready to go, you're ready to learn, and if you really want to make a difference to your online business today, give me an I. Come on, let's see the eyes here. All right, I, Joshua, I again, right? So yeah, I see them popping in like, yeah, I, one more. All right, fantastic, guys. It really pumps me up too to know that you are excited. Yes, I'm excited too, Joshua. And we're gonna make this work today. We're gonna make this an amazing call with you. And I want you to participate. Don't make it a one-way call. I just want to preach. I just want to lecture like I'm lecturing to people who just want to listen and don't want to participate. This has to be something more interactive. So guys, pipe in, ask me your questions. Let me know what you think about my stuff. And let's try to make this call an amazing value for everyone who's there. So feel free to converse. I might not be able to take up questions immediately, especially when I'm on a flow. I just kind of go on, but I will try to answer your specific concerns as I go along. So let's get started and let's get learning. So the first thing, what is this webinar about? What are we going to learn today? The first thing we're going to learn is finding what will work for you in the internet marketing jungle. And have no doubt, it's a jungle out there. It's crowded with people who will just throw things at you, things that won't even matter, that will not benefit you, things that you will only waste your time on. So we need to find the things that really work from this jungle, the gems. We need to find the gems. We need to discover the real strategies. We need to find the real strategies that actually give you the results. Not just promise them, but give you the results. And we're going to talk about 5 things that will destroy your online business. And I'll tell you this about business that I've learned over the last 20 years. That I'm old, I've been running a business since last 20 plus years, and I've been involved in entrepreneurship since a long time. So one of the lessons that I've learned from my own business is that you are harmed more than by the things that destroy you than by the things that you don't take advantage of. So in other words, the opportunities that you don't take might only slow you down, but the wrong opportunities, the wrong things that you do are actually going to destroy you. And I think it's very important for you to find out ways to avoid those things, because even if you grow slow, you're going to grow. But if you do something that destroys your business, you're never probably gonna get out of there. I know a bunch of guys who had issues like the PayPal's got banned, or Google banned them, or they got banned on one of the social media networks, or their ad accounts got banned just because they were careless. And one of the things that I try to do in my own business is never be careless. You got to value the resources that you've been given. Those are the resources that are going to make you money. So I'm going to talk about that in the second part of the webinar, but we're going to start with some growth strategies that really work. And at the end, actually, this is going to be just not something at the end, it's going to be a theme. I'm going to talk about one powerful way to maximize your business online. It's a mindset, it's more of a mindset than a way. I'm going to show you the techniques that you need to think about, the ways you need to be to grow your business online. And you're gonna get all of that in this webinar. So guys, again, I hope you've taken the time out. I hope you've got your coffee or your milkshake or your beer, whatever you're drinking, whatever you want to relax with. You are in an open, receptive state, because that's very important. If you are not listening with an open, receptive mind, you are not going to grab the most important stuff. So relax, sit back. If you got headphones, just put on the headphones, cut out the world, listen to this, and watch this. It's going to be simple, it's going to be effective, and I'm going to show you the real strategies that actually work for you. But first, a bit about me, because you need to understand why you should listen to me. Now, why should I even matter to you? Probably, I don't know if I've talked to you earlier, or I don't know if you know me more than one tool or two tools or even 5 tools that you've bought from me. And it doesn't matter how much you like those tools or how much they work for you. The point is, what can I bring you to the table today? That's the only thing that should matter. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm 40 right now. And when I was 17, I quit school. Yeah, I'm a dropout. I'm not a college graduate. I didn't go to college. I didn't spend a pile of money getting a degree. But I was good at programming. When I was a young guy, like when I was 14, 15, I was already in computers a lot. I was programming. I was learning a lot by myself because that's one of the things I like to do, learn as much as I can about stuff. So I was learning programming and I got good at it. And at the age of 17, when I was in 11th grade, 1 year away from actually completing my school, I didn't even complete my high school. I just dropped out and I started working full time. I worked in my father's company for a while. I worked and I've done a lot of jobs. It's not like I just did the first thing and I got success in it. Now, I worked as a salesman. I worked as a designer. Can you beat it? I haven't designed like a layout in years, but actually started out as a graphics designer. So I've done graphics design. I've done a lot of content writing. I've written for uh, newspapers. I've written technical articles. I've written for all kinds of financial websites. I've done a lot of different work. I've gone door to door to companies looking for advertisements for our publication. So yeah, I've done all of that. And finally, I found my calling in programming. I did that. I did more and more of that as I went along. I got good. I got really good, and I made a lot of software. So far, I think I have made about 100 applications. Yeah, that's a lot of productivity. In fact, I've actually launched about 50 applications in the IM market. It's probably more than 50. And it's a lot of output because I just tend to be working all the time. I enjoy my work. I enjoy programming. I enjoy working, and I enjoy fresh ideas. So I just feel compelled to bring out good quality, interesting stuff as much as I can. So, guys, this was about me. And I want to show you some of my ventures. I want to show you some of the stuff that actually I have created. So just hold on while I get my browser up. All right, so here's the browser. So the first thing that I want to show you, let's go back one step, is TeknicForce. That's probably the company that you are familiar with. It's my IM company, and I make a ton of internet marketing tools in a number of domains: video marketing, social media, email marketing, SEO, e commerce, plugins. We make a lot of trainings too. And I'm sure you have used one of our products in some manner. So you could be a buyer of one of our products, or you could be using one of our bonus products that you got when you bought a product office, an affiliate product office. So TechnicForce is my IM company. Then I have Astrobix. So IM is not the only thing I do, actually. I do a lot of stuff. So when I come to you, I tell you about SEO and all those things and YouTube and everything. I have actually done that. So Astrobix is one of my portals. It's a very popular portal. I like to show it off often. It's a very popular Vedic astrology site targeted to the Indian market. It's a successful product, doing very, very well. They're getting a lot of traffic, and people can generate online astrology reports. And this is one of my most important businesses. And then I have mobile apps. Yeah, I wanted so yeah, I do a lot of stuff. So if you go Play Store, I've got a number of mobile apps in my company, PublicSoft. So let me just try to load that up. Play.google.com and Public Software. That's my company. That's one of the companies I own. TechnicForce is another. So if you go to Public Software Library, these are the apps we have today. Now, I have this compulsion every year. I try and start off a new venture, and it might succeed or it might fail, but I do need the experience. It's like a compulsion with me. Every year, I start off something new. And that's why I accumulate a lot of different businesses because I just like entrepreneurship. It's in my blood, it's in my soul. So we make apps too, and increasingly more popular apps that's going on. It's going to be one of the most important businesses for me in the future. I see it as something really important. Then we also have some really popular YouTube channels, right? Yeah, I do have a lot of stuff, so that's fun. This is a channel that I started a little while ago. It's been some years actually. 2 Minute English, and we have 219,000, 219K, 219K subscribers. It's very popular. It's got a huge amount of following, and it just does well. So on the side, you can see some of my other channels too. So Rhymecast, Toyscast, Nisha Madhulika is a partner channel. I work for it because it's owned in the family. I don't own it, but I play a role in it. I will show you that one too. So Rhymecast is another channel. It's a very popular, nursery rhymes channel that I own again, and it's got a huge amount of views. If you go in there to about section, you can see that it's got 84 million crazy views. And Nisha Madhulika, that's actually my mom, and she is also an entrepreneur. I guess it's just in the family. And she is one of the most popular YouTubers in India. She is among the top 10 YouTubers in India with 7.98, let's say 8 million subscribers. That's a crazy number, guys. And all credit to her success. So all I do for her is just help her with the technical setup, just, help her along about with what she, needs to get solved technically. So that's another venture. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff. Let's see, what did I miss anything? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a part of top content marketing ventures like Nisha Madhulika. Yeah, I already showed you that. And I am also now an increasingly popular motivational speaker. So I'm not trying to motivate you here. I'm just trying to talk about business. But actually, I started this earlier last year because I wanted to motivate more people to chase their dreams. Now I see my own life as something that was very unlikely when I'm a small town boy. I just grew up in a small town. I'm a high school dropout because my family didn't have enough money to send me to a top college, and we had the clarity to know that if I just went to any university or just any college, I couldn't really be an amazing, uh, I couldn't have an amazing career. So I decided to take the different route where I dropped out, even though I wasn't, you know, a student. I was a nice enough student. I did well in my class, but I dropped out and I started working full time. So one of the things I want to do is motivate more people to chase their dreams, to follow their dreams, to set out and achieve what they want to achieve. And I started making these little videos talking about life lessons, things that have inspired me, things that I feel can inspire a lot of people. And so far, I have 76,000 people following me. So for some reason, people liked it. This I started in October 2019. This right now, I'm making this video on 24th of December. So it's been little over 3 months. It's just been about 100 days or so. And I've got a 76,000 people who are following this page, who love the content that I'm putting out. So I'm sure, this is something that is going to help a lot of people in the coming days, because I really, really believe that people need to push themselves beyond the limits they have set for themselves. All right, guys. So these were some of my ventures. I make a lot of software. I'm in websites. I have portals. I have many portals. Astrobix is not just the one. It's not the only one. I make a lot of apps. I make a lot of IM apps, and I make a lot of apps in the other domain too. Yeah, I just missed that one. I'm going to show you another little business that I have. It's called IDBix. And in IDBix, I make a range of package software for the Indian market. So if it's just going to load up, I think my internet slowed down for a little bit. Yeah, so it's loaded now. So I make a range of packaged applications targeted to a very, very narrow niche, and I dominate that niche with these applications. So yeah, I have a number of different things that I'm trying to do that I do, and I will probably expand that sphere. I will probably do more. So enough about me. I just wanted to tell you I'm coming from a place of experience. I have been in business since 20 years, and I've been an IT guy since 20 years. I started with internet back in 2001. That was the first time I started getting online. I started my first website in 2005. So yeah, I've been around a bit. So I'm going to share my experiences. What I'm going to share with you today is going to be real stuff, things that worked for me, things that helped me grow. All right. Now, in IM, because we are related to this, we are talking about internet marketing, and you are a user of my internet marketing products. In all probability, I have sold to this date, 100,000 applications to my buyers only in the internet marketing niche. So this is my seller profile on JVZoo. Those who are aware, it's a platform for selling products online. I use it a lot, and I've got 95,000 sales over there. And on another platform called Warrior Plus, I've got another 8,000 sales. And these are the only platform sales. These are not counting all the sales that I do directly from my own PayPal. You know, just people buying directly from my website without any platform in the middle. So yeah, I've done way over 100,000 sales of my applications. I've got way over 100,000 users. And at this very date, I'm sure there will be 20, 30,000 people who use my applications on a daily basis because I've got this entire breadth of applications. And I make these tools that people really want to use because they are practical tools. They're things that you can actually use. All right, so enough about me, and now let's come to the topic. The topic is how to make internet marketing really work for you. And I know you've had your challenges. I know you've gone through a lot of, for some polite word, bullshit to come to this stage when you're either very skeptical or you've discovered, if you're lucky, one or two ways that could actually work for you. So today we're going to talk only about the real techniques, hard truths, and we are going to face some inconvenient facts because those are very important. If you don't face the facts, if you don't face the bad truths, you're not going to find the gems. You're not going to find the real truths. So we're going to face all of this, and we're going to find one way to always stay on top. I call it the comprehensive internet marketing strategy that always works. It just works, right? So I want you today to listen to me very carefully. I want you today to stay with me on this call, and I want you to talk to me. So I'm going to do everything to give you the value that you deserve. And I'm just going to sweeten the deal a little bit. If you stay on this call, at the end, I'm going to give you a software that I've developed, one of my commercial applications, one of my best-selling applications, absolutely free. I won't charge you a cent for it, even though I sell it for about 37 plus 67, $100 plus, usually. But today, if you stay on this call with me till the end, I'm going to give you this application free. $100 worth of real value, no bullshit, no inflated prices. The sales page is going to be there. You can go. It's on sale on the sales page. It's one of my best-selling apps, and I'm going to give it to you free today. So make a promise to yourself, make a promise to me, stay on this call with me to the end, get the value, and get this application too. So again, very, very quickly, I'm going to show you about the results that I've got with my businesses. You saw my businesses, but what about the results? Am I really successful with those? So on Astrobix, I have about 18,000 viewers per day, and it's growing. And this is one of my Facebook pages, and I've got organic likes, like 5,000 likes per day. That's coming in. In 2-minute English, I do about 6,000 viewers per day, and I'm making some, small amount in Google AdSense money, but that's not where the real money is for me from this channel. And I'm ranking a lot on Google, of course, because I'm a big believer in organic traffic. I don't sell stuff. I'm not an e-com guy. I don't have an e-com store where I sell things, that people can see the ads on Facebook, come to my page and buy. No, that's not really my business model. I'm more of a products guy, and I go long-term. I just take the long-term vision on that. So I rank a lot because I believe in organic traffic. So I drive a lot of traffic from social. I drive a lot of traffic from Google. I drive a lot of traffic from YouTube. And I rank on YouTube and Google a lot. So this is one of my first page top rankings for a top level keyword. Now, Aries and Scorpio friendship, that's like a very, very competitive keyword, and I'm ranking number one on this. If you count all the rankings on the front page, it's going to be many thousands actually. If you count all the rankings that I've achieved on page one of Google, not just number one, it's going to be a big list. I'm not going to go into that. So I want you to get the same results. I want you to get the same results as me, or even better, because I'm kind of a guy who just likes to do different stuff, and money is not my prime motivation. I often say to people that I've already paid for my life. I'm a simple guy. I don't drive a fancy car. I've never driven a fancy car, and I don't really. I'm not a big spender. I wear cheap T-shirts and pants, so I'm not a big spender. I've saved nearly most of my money. So all of these years, like I've been running a business for myself in the last 7-8 years, TeknicForce and other stuff, and I've saved nearly the majority of my money, and I've put it away and I've invested it. So I've already paid up for my life. I don't need to really, really chase money out there and just grab money, grab every bit that I get. So I tend to just be a random, I just tend to work hard because that's my thing. I like working a lot, but I tend to just go do this today, do that today, do that today, tomorrow. So it's pretty distributed. And if you are more focused than me, I think you will make more money from me from one of these ventures. One of these things that I've done, like social media. Your results on social media could even be better than mine. On Google, do the same thing as me, but you could do more because you could be focused. So I want you to get the same results or even better results from YouTube, social media, and from SEO. And you can do that. And all you need is clarity and the right effort because you want to cut all the clutter away. You want to remove all the bullshit from your life. Want to remove all the people who are just making fake claims from your life and get to the real stuff. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be something that's, so convenient. It's not going to be an overnight success like people tell you, click a few buttons and tomorrow you're going to be making $1,000 a day. No, that's not going to happen, bro. Yeah, sorry, I get excited a little bit about this stuff because I want people to really, really change, and get into real stuff. So all you need is clarity and the right effort. So again, why does internet marketing suck so badly for you? For most of the people, first, it's lack of skills. People don't know how to rank. People have no clue about what works on Google. They have no clue about what works on YouTube. They have no clue about what works on social media. They're not ready to learn. They're not ready to take a course, spend about 2 3 hours just going through a video, seeing all those experiments, seeing what works and seeing what does not work. Instead, they try to just get an app and click buttons, and that doesn't work, bro. You could probably click it all night, but you would have better results if you just spend a part of that night looking at the content, looking at the tutorials, looking at stuff that really, really makes a difference. So lack of direction is number two because if you're not chasing one thing with passion, you're not doing enough to get success. If you really want to be successful, you got to chase one thing with passion. You got to be an expert. That brings us back to lack of skills, and you really want to grow it. And then there's lack of consistency. Many people have described me as a very consistent person. All of my friends, they often tell me, Cyril, you are awfully consistent because I believe in consistency. I believe in sticking to what you started. I don't believe in deserting ideas. I don't believe in deserting projects. I believe in taking them to the eventual end. Whatever end it is, it could be failure, that's fine, bring it on. But it has to go to the end. So I'm awfully consistent, and I think you should be awfully consistent too if you want to get success. Stick to the project till the end. And the fourth one actually is not providing value. And this is real, Many times you hope to get into the minds of people without providing them value, without talking to them, without touching their heart. How can you do that? It's not going to happen. They're going to leave your page just like that. If you got a YouTube video, they're not going to watch it. Even if you bring them to your video somehow, they're not going to watch it. They're not going to click the links. If you're going to put an article out and you just use some spinner to rewrite it, you can grab the keywords. You might rank for long tail keywords, but they're not going to take action. And results are produced from action people take. It's not produced by misdirection. So provide value to your customers. And the last thing is running after shiny objects. Like you see one thing, you're in it. You see second thing, you're in it. You see third thing, you're in it, and you do it on a daily basis. Now, I told you I do a lot of projects, but I do them with awful concentration. I do them with awful amount of effort and focus and consistency, and that's what made it work for me. So don't run after shiny objects one after another. Try to find things that provide real value. Don't just say that they are going to change your life. They are probably not. And that is important, to run after things that provide the value. So again, the number one priority online, forget everything else. It just boils down to this. And if you do this, there's no way you cannot make money. You can't avoid making money. I mean, even if you try, even if you just don't want to make money, you'll still make money. Because what you need is traffic. Get traffic and the money is going to come in one way or the other. Even if you're just passive and sitting there, people are going to call you up and offer you money. That's what happens. On one of my websites, there's so much traffic, people call me up and tell me, can I place an ad on your website? Nisha Madhulika, one of our prime channels, it's a family-owned thing, and I handle the communications. I get a call every week from a brand asking me, can I advertise on this channel? How much money are you going to charge? That can happen. That can happen to you. So internet marketing is actually not just one thing. Think of it as a big city with different areas, different flavors, different kind of hangouts, and the natives go to the place they want to experience. So you've got video marketing, you've got social marketing, SEO, you've got advertising like PPC, advertise, sell something, email marketing, and it all leads to revenue. So all of these ways put together, or any of these ways, can help you make revenue. And I typically go for all of them because, with one of the things about internet marketing, you don't know what's going to blow up in the future. A few years ago, social media marketing was all the rage. Before that, SEO was all the rage. And now it's video marketing because everybody is watching videos on the mobile phone. They are not searching so much. They are not, they're not even interacting so much on Facebook as they used to. So you don't know what's going to blow up tomorrow. So are you going to be there when the time comes on the right medium? I try to be in the right medium. So even if I'm not all focused on one of the platforms that's going to blow up in the future, I'm there. I'm understanding it. I'm working on it. And I know a little bit about it. So when the time comes when it blows up, I'm going to be there too. So it all leads to the revenue. So I want you guys to understand that internet marketing is a complete package. It's not just one thing. Social media marketing can lead to email marketing when you get the leads. From SEO, you can grab the leads from your organic traffic. You can grab the leads from your YouTube channel and you can email them. Or you can direct people who are on your email list to your YouTube channel and get them to take action. Or you could send them to your landing pages and get them to take action. So it all feeds into each other. It's a network, guys. It's a network. It all feeds into each other. And I want you to use the entire network. It's all about eyeballs. I've said it before. Get eyeballs, get people, and you can't fail. All right, so now the only organic traffic strategy that actually works, and this is where we start talking about real strategies, real stuff. Now, this is what I've learned in the last 20 years, 15 years, 10 years of marketing online with websites. There's only one strategy that actually works. And today we're going to talk about it. That one strategy. Long tail leads to money keywords. It's as simple as that. If you're going to start out now, if you're going to start out today, don't target the top money keyword. Don't target the keyword that's making the most amount of money, that's driving the most amount of traffic, because you're not going to get it. There's lots of guys out there who've already cornered it today. And if you were to come into the market targeting that very same keyword, very same position, very same niche, you're not going to work out. It's not going to work out. You're not going to grab that keyword. You're outcompeted. So you got to start building your tribe when you are still smaller. And you got to go long tail. You got to go in a very different direction. Instead of just attacking something like with very little power, because you're targeting gorillas and you're just a minnow, you can't take them head on. What you want to do is just spread out. Take all the stuff that these guys are not taking, the long tail keywords that are related to your niche, rank for 1, 2, 3. It's going to be so easy. You could be ranking for 1,000 keywords before they even know what's happening. And then slowly build up your intensity. Go after tougher keywords, tougher keywords, tougher keywords, tougher keywords, till the time when you are absolutely taking up the best of the keywords and you are now a gorilla. And that is the only strategy that works in the content marketing niche. It works for YouTube, it works for Google. And I'm going to show you exactly how. So let me show you how to do this. All right, so here's a very simple roadmap that you can follow, that anyone can follow. And if they follow it, they're going to succeed 100%. They're going to rank 100%. So the first step is to find the right keyword. And I'm telling you this is the most vital step, because selecting the right keyword means selecting a keyword that you can actually rank for standing where you are. Now, if you're a new provider, if you're a new content creator who's not already ranked a lot of pages, who doesn't have a great authoritative website, then you gotta start small. You gotta start with keywords that are effective, that are absolutely targeted to your audience, but they're long tail. Now, I'm going to explain to you what a long tail keyword is and what is an effective long tail keyword, and I will show you by example. So let's get into it. Let's dive right into it and see what I'm talking about. All right, so this is my Google Webmasters, and it's actually for my site Astrobix that I showed you earlier. So I've got all these keywords that we've targeted, and we're getting a big number of clicks. You can see that these are the clicks per month that we get. We have some pretty good keywords, right? So I'll tell you the technique that we used to build up this website, to actually get to this website. So you can see that we've got some really, really solid keywords over here, and we started that by targeting long tail keywords. Now, for example, these days, nearly every search is on mobile. That's like 90% of the search is on mobile. And the intent is different. When people search on mobile, they are not really typing out specific words. They are actually using longer phrases, because a lot of this search is happening through voice recognition. People are talking to their phones. And when people talk to their phones, they don't say two words like, frequently, for example. They will say the entire thing, like how to get frequently. So we are changing over this site to talk more about the intent of finding information, how to, what to, how, when, why, what. All of these questions, they need to be answered. So for example, one of the keywords that we are now changing over, we are creating fresh content targeting these keywords, is how to create how to find my Rashi. That's the keyword that we are targeting. And if you look for it, you will find that our site ranks. So you can, how to find my Rashi, for example. And you can see that we are on the top. We are on the top 3 results. So it gets us a lot of keywords, a lot of, clicks. Now I'm going to tell you this. One of the easiest way to get started with traffic, with getting traffic, is to find your domain and make a list of all the questions that you can find in your domain. So you can use Google for that, Google. And you are dealing with, uh, let's say you are dealing with books, and you want to find keywords that are connected to books. So you'll do something like this. So I typed out a keyword, recipe book, and just scroll to the bottom of Google. And you can see that there are some suggested keywords. Search related to recipe book. So that's your root keyword, and then you have some suggestions. So what you want to do is then form all the questions. And I typically use Notepad for this. So just open a new instance of Notepad, and then you can just type it out. Think of questions that you can form with all these keywords. So how to find blank recipe books, or where can I download apps, recipe book apps, how to find recipe books online, how to download recipe book template, how to create, whatever you can imagine. It's not important, because the intent is going to carry over. And of course, you need to actually think about the intent that you will want to target. So if you're targeting, for example, you're creating a website for people who are finding recipes, then how to find recipe book PDF, for example, how to make good recipe book design, best which are the best recipe books on Amazon, how to get recipe book for Minecraft. So you have some simple content ideas already. And what you want to do is target these keywords which are right over here. Have the keywords in the title, and then also make sure that you talk about this entire topic. You don't need to mention the keyword again and again in the text, but try and use this theme in the entire article. So that will match the search intent, because Google is now pretty intelligent. It can not only just understand what your article is about, it can also understand the intent. So if you're trying to sell something, Google knows that. If you're trying to educate, Google knows that too. And you can use search intent to target very, very targeted people who are looking specifically for your stuff. Now I'm going to show you a software which will make this easy, because right now we just had 7, 8 ideas, and I had really a lot of trouble finding the exact things that we are trying to target, but this can be pretty easy with the software that we have, that I have created, and you can use it to find hundreds of keywords, and then you can turn that into perfectly matching keyword ideas for your search. Let me show you that software now. Here's the app that I was talking about. It's called SEO Harvester Jeet. And I'm going to give you this app too. Apart from the application that I talked about, I'm going to give you this app too at the end of the webinar. But first, how does it work? So just put in the keyword that we targeted, and it's got all those settings. You can go only for suffixes. You can choose what exactly is the suffix or the prefix that you want to do. If you want to do recursive search, you can do recursive search and find keywords that are longer than 2 words or 1 word and automatically add them into the shortlisted keywords. So what I'm going to do is now click go, and you can see that in virtually seconds, it's finding literally thousands and thousands of keywords for your niche. So they're just coming in, they're not just coming in, they're pouring. And you can use all of these keywords. You can turn them into search intent if you want, or you can just target them, because they're all keywords that are harvested from Google. That's very important. These are all Google keywords. These are all search keywords, and they really have, an amazing amount of traffic. So you can just target them, and you can make sure that you're going to bank very well. Here you can see the number of keywords that it's found already. While I was talking, it's found 500 keywords. That's the number we targeted. So we're already done here. And you can just export, copy the keywords to your clipboard, or export it, whatever you want. You can do that and bring it to Notepad. That's what I'm going to do. Let's bring the data to Notepad. Let me just load up Notepad. So here's the Notepad again. I've copied all the keywords that I got. And now, the idea is, as I discussed earlier, is to find the keywords that are long tail. And long tail keywords don't just necessarily mean longer keywords. That's not the point of it. If you try to rank for this keyword, it's not important that you're going to be at the top. The idea of long tail keywords is to target low competition keywords that have specific targeting, and that will give you the yield without subjecting you to heavy competition. So how are we going to check that? So that can be done using the Google Keyword Planner. This is the Google Keyword Planner, and when you go into your adsgoogle.com, you don't need to actually run ads. You can just sign up for adsgoogle.com, and that's going to create a Google account. And I'm going to just go back at one step. Then click on Tool Settings. You'll see this entire screen. Your ad system will be running. Click on Keyword Planner, and you're going to see this. Discover new keywords and get search volumes and forecasts. You want to click on search volumes and forecasts. And now we have this huge keywords list. What I'm going to do is just copy some of them. I could actually go for the entire thing, but it's going to take more time. So I just took a little bit of some of them and put them in. Got it. And you can see that all those keywords that I put in are right over here. So it's got the max CPC. So depending on the CPC that you want to target, you can actually run ads, but that's not what we're going to do today. We're just going to do an analysis of how much traffic we can get. So here you can see, when you click on historical metrics, you can see things like average monthly searches. So we have 54 ideas. Let's expand it. So we can actually just sort it using this, and you can see which are the best keywords that have the average monthly searches. I have actually specified the location too. You can change the location to your country or your area, and then you can target the keywords that you want to go for. So for example, in my area, in location India, this is the number of keywords, this is the number of times this search was done. So let's go a little broader than this. Let's remove the targeting from India, click on save. And you can see that this is a much better reflection, 2,400 times globally. And yeah, all languages. So it's all correct now. And we've done analysis for the last 12 months. So you want to target keywords that are not very competitive, right? But which still have some search volume. So I just put in a bunch of them. So I might go for things like recipe bookmarks or recipe book project. This looks pretty interesting, recipe book project. So if I'm targeting, people who are like recipe book writers, or I have a solution for them, I can target recipe book projects, create an article around this, and I will be able to rank relatively easier for this than if I wanted to target, for example, recipe book template. So they're both actually targeting the same kind of people, people who write recipe books. but the project keyword is easier to target and you can rank on it easily. So this is the way actually, this is the way I actually find and target keywords. I find them using SEO harvested Jeet. I find all the related keywords, then I do the entire, search. So typically I will take the entire, 500 of them. I think that can be done pretty fast too. So let's just go back to keyword ideas. Uh, Sorry, let's go back to, yeah, where was it? Keyword planner, sorry. Get search volume, put in all 500, get started. So it's going to take just a bit longer because the database is already here, and you will be able to go into historical metrics and see what kind of keywords you can target and what is the the volume that you should be able to target. So if you want to target recipe book, I don't think that's going to work at all, because you can see this is a high competition keyword. Google is giving you clues, but this keyword, book recipe Minecraft, it's got a number of huge number of searches and it's low competition. So if you were to target this keyword, you could rank on it very easily. But the intent is important. Maybe you're not working with Minecraft, so you may not need this. But go for the low competition keywords. It's as simple as that. If you target low competition keywords, you are going to rank easily. That's where you need to get started. And as you build up your capabilities, you're going to be able to rank long term, right? Finding the right keyword, finding the low competition keywords in the beginning, creating good quality content around it. Now, that's the second most important step. The content that you want to create should not be recycled content. It should be content that is actually effective. And how are you going to do that? Now, if you are a content writer, if you can compile an article, if you can write an article yourself, that is amazing. You should go ahead and do that. But if you're not one, then I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So go to freelancer.com. That's a marketplace where you can find people who can work for you. In case you didn't know about it, go to freelancer.com and you can find writers there who will write quality articles for you for a very competitive rate. The idea is to work with people who are not very, experienced in writing, or who don't have really, high competition profiles, and give them one article each. So typically the strategy that I use is I hire about 10 people for a project and just give them one article each, and then see the ones that actually have potential, reject the ones that I don't want to work with again, and just go with the ones that I want to work with, and just hire them long term, work with them long term. It's as simple as that. And if you're looking for a quicker way out, you can go to Fiverr. And freelancer is more like, suitable for you if you want to go long term. But if you just want to quickly get an article on any topic, you can just write article in Fiverr and you will get plenty of gigs from people who will give you an article for like $5 or $10. And you can use that article to, power your content, and you can rate it, because the people here mostly do a good job because they're very, very careful about the profiles. They're very careful about their reputation. So you will find a lot of people who will do the job for you. For some reason, it seems like it's not loading so fast today. So I wanted to show it to you how many articles are actually available. But really, oh yeah, we can just go to articles and blog posts. And you can see, if you go into articles and blog posts, you will find a bunch of writers for $5, right? So it's easy and relatively cheap to find an article that is just perfect for your, the niche you're targeting. Then you got to create social signals. And that is very important. Many people miss doing that, but you got to do that. And the way to do that is to go out on every single content website, content bookmarking website, or social media website that you can think of. Create your accounts there, create your profiles there, make a properly looking profile. For example, for Astrobix, I'm going to show you my profile for Astrobix. We've been talking about it a lot. I have a Facebook profile, I have a Twitter profile, I have a Pinterest profile, I have everything, in there. So what you want to do is make sure you post regularly and make sure your posts are public so that, they can be discovered by the search engines, and, you make your post visual, and you encourage commenting, you encourage, if the content, you put in the content there, you make sure that people actually see this content, you put it regularly out there as often as possible. And even if you don't have such a huge following, like this on this page, I have 12,000 following, which is not much, but it doesn't matter, because what you want to do is you want to send a message to the search engine that this article is important. That's why they should rank it. So you want to go to Reddit, you want to go to uh, Facebook, you want to go to Twitter, you want to go to Pinterest, and link it from everywhere. And I'm going to give you this important warning. Don't hire a professional link builder from Freelancer or Fiverr to do this for you, because what they're going to give you is garbage links from very bad reputation websites. They'll just count you the number of links, and actually, your website will go down in rankings. And this is something that I've tried multiple times. I've experimented with different kinds of projects, and I just to see how the market is changing or evolving. Sometimes I give gigs to these guys, and let me tell you this: 100% of the time they have ruined the website that I gave them. So don't give it to them. Google is too smart for these guys. They are not going to help you. Don't create nonsense backlinks. Just depend on social signals, just depend on organic traffic, and go low competition. Don't go for high competition. That's the way to make it work. Then step four, you got to be patient, man. You got to take it easy. You got to let it roll. This is a long-term project. This is a project that's going to take a couple of months minimum to get you those amazing visitors, get you that organic traffic. You got to have a 2 month timeline minimum in your mind. Beyond that, it's going to get better and better, but less than that, if you just give up before 2 months, it's not going to work for you, and nobody can help you if you do that. So let it roll, keep improving, keep investing your time in it. It's a project that's going to take some time, but if you keep learning, if you keep improving, if you keep honing your strategy, this is the starting point. You're going to get there, you're going to get that traffic, and then it's on you how you want to convert. And there are all those topics like creating landing pages, getting people to opt in, giving people something in return of their leads, all of these things. That's going to be a part of another webinar that I'll do later, but not today. But today I just want to focus on rankings, and I gave you this secret, which is so easy. Find the right keyword, create effective content, create social signals to that keyword. And you know what, you can pay people to create social signals. So there are people who got number of like Facebook profiles and everything, who got social media profiles, and you will find them on for Fiverr and everywhere. So pay them for social signals, but don't pay them to create links. That won't work for you. So that's important, and if you keep that in mind, you're gonna rank. And the same thing actually works for YouTube. So if you look on YouTube, like I'm gonna just go to my corporate website, and this is the on TeknicForce we actually create a lot of learning tutorials. So if you want to catch up, if you want to really be updated about internet marketing, you want to go to our website, youtube.com, and look for TeknicForce. You'll find us there, and you will find a lot of free content continuously being added that's going to make you a better marketer. So just do that. And on this too, I use the same strategy. I use the same strategy of trickling traffic, and it's slowly growing. Earlier I was not using this website to put in learning content. I was just using it to showcase the demos of my software. So that's like 90% of my content over there. But I later decided, like just a couple of months ago, I decided that I'm going to help people by talking about the things that are important for internet marketing, and we started putting out content to help people. So that's going to grow soon. I know that it's going to grow because I see the organic views just climbing up and up and up, and I know that in a little while it's going to be an important resource and an important source of traffic for me from the internet marketing community. So just let it roll, let it grow, and it's all going to come to you. On YouTube too, I've got a bunch of hash one rankings, ranking on page hash one. Let me show some of them to you. So let me load up my browser. This is, again, 2 Minute English, the channel that I showed you earlier. And you can see this is my traffic source. This is from Research, and I've got ranking for keywords as amazing as introducing yourself in English. So if you go to YouTube, you put in introducing yourself in English, you'll find my video ranking on the front page. So it's right over here. So I've got this for a number of keywords. You can just click on traffic source and you can see there's a bunch of keywords over here. And I'm targeting again keywords that are long tail, keywords that are very highly targeted. And the way I got to the very highly targeted keywords is only by targeting the long tail keywords first. So this is the incremental strategy that I follow, and this is the best strategy that I think you can use to rank and get organic traffic, whether you are on YouTube or whether you are on Facebook, because it works on both these places. So guys, try it on your own business. You have to find a niche, of course. You have to find a niche first. And I do have tools for that. I have a tool for everything. If you think about it, I have a huge number of tools. I'm gonna show you some. So this is the website technicforce.com. And you can see that I have some amazing video marketing tools, video seeder, to translate your to promote your videos all across social websites. So we were talking about social signals. If you went to freelancer, you would be paying something like $5 per 10 links, or $5 per 15 links, and every week you could be paying $25. But you could instead get video seeder and just automatically create your social signals without having to worry about it. And then you've got vidscribe, and I talked about creating content. And one of the ways you can create content is to translate videos from multiple languages to multiple languages. So you could take an English video, translate it to French, and put it there, and you could rank in the French market just like that, because it's going to redub and subtitle in local language, in your video, in local languages. So the audio itself, the dialogues will be replaced. So if you got a narration or whatever, it's going to redub the video in the local language, let's say French, and your audio will be in French. That's amazing, isn't it? And TubeRankJeet is my flagship research software. So I showed you a long research process, and it doesn't actually involve all of the optimization things that you need to do, because you need to optimize the titles, you need to optimize the descriptions, you need to optimize the headlines and all those things. And TubeRankJeet makes that ridiculously easy. So there's a lot more. There's Traffic G, Tube Target, which is for helping you, run video ads. Channel Authority Builder, which is to help you build authority channels. Tube Tracker, which is to help you, keep real track of your competition. Tube Engage Pro, which is to help you monitor people's channels and grab ideas, grab niches. Niche Exploit is to help you find wonderful niches, right? So like that, I have over 45 products for different niches. And I've got a bunch of trainings. I've got 12 trainings. So if you actually want to become, an amazing internet marketer, you could just buy all of this stuff. So, you would have access to the tools that would automate your processes, that would save you a ton of money that you would, have to spend on freelancers and stuff. You will get tools that are going to make you smarter, that are going to cut down your research time to nothing, so that you can just rank very easily. You will have tools which will help you automate things on social media. So I've got a number of tools for every kind of social media network: Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. It's all covered. It's just covered. And you've got tools which will help you automate things in email marketing. And you've got SEO tools. You've got e-com tools if you're an e-com marketer, if you want to sell stuff online. And if you've got a blog, you've got WordPress plugins which are going to make your work amazing. And you've got my internet marketing courses. So in this class, it's just a 1 hour class. I can't really teach you everything, and I can't organize it into logical bits. But in these courses, what I've done is I've made everything very, very referential. So you can actually look at the entire course, look at the table of contents, and find exactly what you want to learn, and just learn that. Don't need to learn the things that you already learned, but that one thing could change your life. So if you want to be a Pinterest marketer, if you want to use Pinterest to drive your organic traffic, you can do that. If you want to do Twitter, you want to do social media, YouTube, everything is covered. Guys, the total value of this is about $3,000 plus. I know because I added it up. For example, let's take Video Seeder, one of my recent releases. And you take a look at it. This is the sales page. And I'm going to click on the buy thing. So it's $37 for the elite version, which is, the basic version. But to really be successful with this, you need the pro version. I'm going to show you the pro version. Video Seeder Pro. And if you go there, I'm just going to pause the video. It's another $67. So I'm going to quickly load up the calculator. The 37 plus 67, that's $104 just to get access to Video Seeder. And I've got 45 of these babies, 45 of these amazing applications. It's $4,680, man. It's crazy. Wow. Okay, this is big money, man. So I'm not sure whether you can invest all this money in there right now, and so that's why I've been thinking about how to make things easier for my crowd, for the people who have trusted me to help them be successful marketers. Oh, and this doesn't include any cost for any of those trainings too. So add it up, it's gonna be $5,000 of real worth. These are the products that I'm selling. If you were to buy Video Seeder today, you would not get it lesser than this. If you were to buy VidScribe today, you're gonna have to do the same. Go to VidScribe, get instant access to VidScribe, pay $37, then you will be taken to the Pro page, VidScribe Pro. Only if you buy the front end. You cannot buy the Pro version without buying the Elite version. Another $6, $7. Do that 45 times and you will have everything, every single thing you need to be a star internet marketer. You will have my entire tool set that I've spent the last 8 years creating, perfecting, promoting, maintaining, upgrading. I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in this. And I've made a lot of money from this, honestly. So far, I've done over $3 million from my products. So, yeah, it's a big money. So I'm happy selling these products for this price. It doesn't hurt me, and I'm gonna be doing this for the foreseeable future because I can always come up with fresh ideas. Internet marketing is so dynamic. I can always think of something new. Like any point of time, I'm thinking about 6 different things that I can create, and I'm probably working on 2 of them or 3 of them at the same time. But guys, can you afford to spend $5,000 to get everything? And this is the super discounted price. This is what you will really have to spend to get all of my tools. So if that is the bar that is there to be a successful internet marketer, it's a big bar. I understand you that not everyone can afford this. So that's why you might be able to buy a couple of them maybe across the year. I do about 6, 7, 8 new products every year, maybe 10 sometimes. And you will have access to those, to the 2, 3 that you buy, but you're going to lose a lot of opportunity, right? So what am I going to do with this? What if I halve the price? What if I just divide it by 2, $2,500? How does that sound? For everything that I have created, if I were to give it to you, all these products, all the trainings, if I were to give it to you for $2,500, wouldn't that be amazing? That's like a 50% off and you get everything today. And if I decided to do something extra, what if I decided to give you every single application that I create in the next year? So for $2,500, you're going to get these applications. Plus, I'm going to launch 6 more applications this year. So that's about $600 worth of value more. So you're going to get $3,000 worth of software. Actually, you're going to get $5,600 worth of software for $2,500. That's amazing, isn't it? That's a good deal. I think I would take that deal because I can practically afford it, and I've got a good business online. I've got a number of different niches online. I would pay $2,500 for these software without thinking about it because I understand the kind of value that it's created for me in the past because I use my own tools, and that's where most of the ideas come from because I'm doing this every day. I'm doing Facebook marketing, I'm doing YouTube marketing, I'm doing content marketing every single day. So it makes sense to me. But I know some of you still have an issue. $2,500 is something that you will need to worry about. So what if I made it $1,250? It's not $5,000. It's not $2,500. It's $1,250, and I will give you all the applications that I released in the next 12 months. How does that sound? It's a good deal. It gives you everything that you need to succeed in internet marketing. You get to get the products from the best provider in the market because I think there's nobody else in the market who's actually focused on creating value like I am, who's focused on giving you the best kind of products like I am. Like I think I'm probably the only guy who does that. So I'm going to give you, let's say, I'm going to give you all these applications for $1,250. I'm going to give you all the applications that I create in the next 12 months, and all my tutorials. And can I make it any sweeter? I think I can. So let me show you something amazing. If you've been on my list for some time, if you've been, if you bought some of my products and you read the emails that I sent you, And you read the promotions that I do, you read about the products that I talk about that you can buy. You must have seen that I often tell you about the apps that I will give you free that I have created myself. So these are like amazing utilities. You know, the one that I told you about, SEO Harvester Jeet, it's one of these applications too. But this I'm going to give you free today. Don't worry about that. So these applications are amazing little apps that do an amazing little job. Every single one of them is built for a single purpose. It's unique. It's created and maintained by my company, TeknicForce. And there are, oh, let's keep counting, 23, 30 already, 36, 40, 42, 45, 51 of these babies. Custom created tools, amazing little tools that will add a lot of value to your business. For example, the last one, image collector, it will let you harvest images from Google Images. Put in a keyword, you get unlimited images from Google to use in your work, and you can set what kind of licensing you want. So if you want Creative Commons, you get that. Now imagine that you've got 51 utilities like this that make your internet marketing job easier. And I keep making new of these all the time. So typically in a year, I release about 8 or 10 of those. And I'm going to give you all of these free too. How about that? So for $1,250, I will give you all my TeknicForce applications. I will give you all my tutorials. I will give you all my amazing little apps that I only give to people who buy other applications from me on which I earn a commission, but I will give you those all of those 51 applications too. How does that sound? Is it something that's going to make a difference to your life? $1,250 and you get the perfect recipe for internet marketing success. You get the training that shows you the real deal made by a person who does it, who's not going to fib around it. I just showed you everything. I just went into my websites. I opened up my doors to you. I opened up everything to you, right? So you've seen that I actually do this stuff. I am actually successful at this stuff. And I've made these trainings, which are really, really, material. They have something good. So I'm going to give you the trainings. I'm going to show you the way. I'm going to give you the tools that are going to make the way easy. And I'm going to make sure that you're supplied by the tools with more tools all across the next year coming to you nonstop without a hassle. With all the new breakthroughs that I make, every single one. Like the next tool that I'm going to come up is going to be something amazing. I won't talk too much about it because I haven't released it, but I know people will be changed. People's lives will be changed with that. And I'm going to give it to you free for $1,250. How does that sound? Amazing? But I can see that some of you are still worried about this payment, $150. How are you going to arrange that kind of money? I know some of you are senior people. Some of you are strugglers. You're struggling with stuff. You're trying to make, this a success for yourself. You're feeling a little desperate. So what if I change this? What if I made it $625 for everything, all of this stuff? I'm going to give it to you for $625. How do you think about that? What do you think about that? Are you going to take it? Can you afford it? Is it going to be wonderful? Yeah, it's a deal. You can take it. I'm going to give you every one of my apps for $625. But I decided to go even beyond that. So I'm going to show you something now, which is amazing. And I have put it up only for my buyers. And this is the condition. This is not available to anyone else in the market. I offer it only one time, just once, because you just bought my product. This is called the One Membership. It's the one membership that opens all the doors to internet marketing success. And I showed you exactly how. It's going to give you access to all my apps. It's going to give you access to all my tutorials. And it's going to give you access to all my power tools for, hold on, not $625, not $5,000, not $200, for $299 every year. That's it. That is less than half of what you will have to pay if you were just going to pick up the next 6 apps that I deliver next year. It's what I'm asking you to pay today if you want to grab real internet marketing success. $299 every year. This, my friend, is the best investment you will ever make in your internet marketing career. You've never invested in something that's as amazing as this, and you will never be able to do so because there's nobody else who can give you the value that I can give you for $299 every year. You get access to all my apps, all my tutorials, all my power tools for one single price that you have to pay every year. This was quite a while back. It's not $2,240. It's $5,000 worth of stuff that you're gonna get. And I will not keep this open at this price for long. No, I'm not crazy. I just want to do this for you guys who have come in with my product. I want to give you this value today, but I will not keep this open at this price. I just introduced this program a little while back, and I'm going to keep increasing the price every month. I'm going to because I'm adding a lot of products to this. I'm adding a lot of innovation to this, and I know that it's all exclusive stuff. I know that this is all premium stuff because nobody else maintains the software. I'm going to give you software that work year after year, that are being upgraded year after year. So guys, this is your only chance to get on board at this price and be a TeknicForce privileged member where I give you access to every single product that I have created and will create for a price that is ridiculous. You would spend more on garbage this month than you would, than on this. If you were to grab some couple of shiny objects that you would never use, that you would never get to use because they won't even work probably, you would be spending more on that. But this deal is the real thing. So grab it today, make it yours, and change your internet marketing career. Yeah, I know, I see a lot of people who are already excited, who are already, just raring to go, and I can see actually the sales coming in. Thank you all the guys who have, already done this. For your orders, who are placing the orders, you could see the URL from one membership. .in. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but I've got a button down there too that you can click and you can get there. So that's pretty simple, so it's amazing the kind of response we're getting, and I'm not surprised because it's an amazing deal too. It's a limited time offer. One more time, I'm not going to give this price to everybody. I might take it to $350, $400 whenever I want. I want to just incentivize all the early guys because I love initiative takers. I've been an initiative taker all my life. That's how I built my businesses, and that's how I'm going to build my legacy, right? So I love initiative takers. I'm an initiative taker myself. I want to grow my tribe. I want to be, to invite all the amazing initiative takers into my tribe and be one of us. So guys, take care. I'm just about ready to end this webinar, maybe last couple of minutes. And if you got any questions, shoot. I'm ready to take them. Okay, so I see some questions about one membership. So the first question is, do you really get access to every single product? Yes, you do. Every single product that I've ever created, you do. Then John is asking me, am I going to actually maintain them? Yeah, of course, because that's what I do. That's my thing. I have maintained my products over the last 7 years. Some of my buyers, you're right here, you've bought multiple versions. Like I know people who've bought version 1, 2, 3, 4 of Traffic Jeet and 1, 2, 3, 4 of TubeRank Jeet. They've invested $500 on TubeRank Jeet. And they don't need to anymore because they can just pick this up. And they're going to get every single upgrade free of cost every single time. And every single app that I create. Yeah, that's an added incentive. No matter how much I price it, like even if I sell it for $197, it's going to be a part of this membership. Yeah, that's true. So how are you going to get access? Yeah, well, there is actually a members area for one membership. You will be you will be given access to members area after you buy. And you will be able to activate every single software for yourself. And Mark is asking me, can I put it on multiple computers? Well, yeah, we do give you 2 computers license, and you can do that. You can ask my support. For the second computer license, they will give it to you. So yeah, you can do that. You can put it on one computer. You can give it to your assistant, the second license, or you could use it on your second PC. Yeah, it's all there. So that's pretty easy. So guys, I won't take up more of your time. I know the initiative takers are already in. I have those guys already. So if you're still on the edge, go ahead. I'm gonna sign out, but you can make your decision. Be a part of the Traffic Jeet Privilege family. Be a part of the tribe that takes initiatives. Be a part of the tribe that is not going to pay $1,000 this year for traffic for TeknicForce products because we make amazing products, by the way. Be a part of the family that's not going to pay $5,000 for the value that we provide, and or maybe delay and pay more for this next year. If I do have it open, I'm not sure if I'm going to be this crazy 2 months down the line or whatever the price is that it's gonna sell at. So guys, if you want to be a part of this amazing initiative, act now, make it yours, and let's talk inside the tribe that we have. Yeah, that's one of the things. I know that my TeknicForce privileged members are important. Those guys are the special deal. Those guys are the real sauce in internet marketing. So I'm gonna create a Skype group of all the people who get TeknicForce privilege membership, and I will be in that group. Yeah, and we'll talk about how to do things better. We'll talk about your problems. We'll talk about the internet marketing things you do, and we'll talk about how to scale you up. So it's going to be a tribe of super achievers, super initiative takers, and we will all work together for each of our success. How does that sound? Only for TeknicForce privilege members. It's not even a bonus. It's just the only way you can probably hit me up and get my opinion on something. So, with that note, thank you for your time today. All of you guys who acted, a double thanks to people who bought this right now. I love you guys. I love your initiative. You are truly special. This is Cyril Cheeth, your best friend in internet marketing for now and forever, signing off. And stay cool, be amazing, work hard for your success.